One of the coolest things discovered last week was just how often women participate in the hunting part of hunter-gatherer societies. Influential books like Man the Hunter and Woman the Gatherer have left this idea in the popular consciousness that labor in hunter-gatherer societies is starkly divided by gender. And if you've ever thought, well, I don't think that makes much sense, but I'm not going to comb through all of the data to find out the truth, great news! Somebody just did that for us. Using existing data, these researchers identified 391 different hunter-gatherer societies from around the world, and then zoomed in on the 63 for whom there was clear recorded information about their hunting strategies. Those 63 are marked on this map here. And of those, 50 had records of women hunting. So the obvious takeaway here is that, surprise, surprise, Western ideas about gender from the mid-20th century are far from universal. But as I was reading this paper, I felt like an even more important takeaway is that there isn't any universal human stance on gender and hunting, or on gender across hunter-gatherer cultures. On this map, there were cultures where women hunted, but only opportunistically, so they wouldn't go hunting, but they were perfectly willing to take down any unlucky prey animal who happened to cross their paths in the middle of another task. There were cultures where women hunted smaller game than their brothers, cultures where brothers and sisters hunted all of the same prey in all the same ways, and everything in between. And yes, there were the cultures where women didn't seem to hunt at all, although perhaps predictably those were all hunter-gatherers who relied more heavily on gathering for their survival. Was the need to stay home with the babies a factor here? Yeah, sometimes, but these researchers also identified cultures where very young children were carried to the hunt on their parents' backs, or even participated in the hunting. You guys, I'm starting to think that hunter-gatherers aren't a monolith. Just like how sedentary agricultural societies are hugely variable in the rigidity and the specifics of their gender roles, so are hunter-gatherers. I don't know, I just feel like as humans we love to get into very contentious arguments about, like, what is the right way to be a culture. And what I found quite fun about reading this paper was that in this case, at least, the answer seems to be that there are kind of a lot of them.